Would your brain tickle the surprise tickle if I told you the Avatar game is the best game of all time? Well, it's not, of course, don't be silly, but it is surprisingly good. Oh, and I'm not talking about the Avatar with the boy with the arrow on his head who throws water at people. This is the one with the blue people who make sticky love in everything. So sticky. I begin in a classroom as a whole child with other children which are less complete.
When the RDA discovered Pandora...
You can't discover something that was there all along.
Yes, you can, you big fat stupid. Some man comes in with a plastic face and tells me about life.
We found you as children. After your clan abandoned you, I allowed you to keep that dirty trinket under the condition it remained in your bunk.
He does the bad guy speech and tries to take my bracelet and then gets all emotional, and I realize maybe he's wearing the plastic face because people keep spitting at him. Some blue kids bully another blue kid because he actually likes the plastic face spit man, and then they speak the true.
Daylon, they took us from our families. We can't let them strip the Nut V out of us. We have to do something before it's too late.
We try to sneak out, but they find us because we're big blue children, so of course they do. Then Plastic Man speaks at us with the evil words.
We belong out there!
No, you belong to us!
He has no plastic on him this time though, so I suggest we spit on him, but the others start singing instead. What the fuck? Why?
I said shut up! Stop singing!
He does get annoyed, so maybe it was worth it. Oh no, he shot the child. Never mind. Everybody cries a lot and the screen goes black so we can all reflect solemnly on the emotional weight of the moment. 8 years later, Big Blue Teacher is still talking at us and hasn't even bothered to change her clothes once. This is why she smells. Plastic shit comes in and says main character from movie I can't remember did something and now they gotta go. Give me a break, okay? I saw it a long time ago and it wasn't special. Please keep watching this video though, because it is very special. In come the men with metal pain arms ready to put the murder on us, but then the teacher comes in and does some real life lessons. Lessons like bullets will hump your face red and 1 + 2 equals window almost. They shove me in a coffin, then I get to make my own blue face. Yay. I flip the moon coin and it gives me a willy. A big blue one. When I run through the forests, I shall knife the caterpillars and all the bugs. I'm gonna leave a trail like a slug. Oh, that's disgusting. I create a sparkle boy with the look and sound of a classic sparkle boy.
You made it. I thought I lost you.
What happened?
Been asleep for a while. A long, long while.
Eventually, I get woken up and called the name of my clan, which makes me happy because everybody wants to feel like they belong somewhere. That slug in your fridge wants to sludge up the butter. The fairy in your earhole wants to go back to the forest and spread hate about you. We're all just trying to be. I can move by myself now because my baby legs fell off. Wonderful. I hit my head on a door frame, then eat some food to make my belly do the rumble. But wait, that wasn't my belly rumble, it was an impending explosion. Oh look, it's the plastic shit. He orders his men to shoot us, but I run away, of course. I use my fresh adult legs to do jumps and slides and hurt my foot on a vent. I get lots of bullets thrown at me, which scares me because I still have the mind of a child. In my pocket. I run so fast they can't catch me, and another Na'vi blue man gives me a singing worm to put into my head hole so I can communicate with him. He helps me find my way out. What a nice man with worms. My blue avatar makes... Oh my goodness, he really is my avatar. Wow. Boom. Mind blown. Anyway, our hero does panic voice into his worm ear, which lets me just know how childish he really is.
Can you hear me? Where is everyone else? Did they get out?
Terrific. I bet I can't even drive a car or run over old people. How am I ever going to survive once I escape from these wicked tunnels of evil?
Why'd they call us rookies? Wasn't everyone a rookie at first?
Okay, so the stupidity of that question just made me feel a lot better about myself. I'll be running over old people in no time. In a boat. I jump down into a big room and punch people so hard into big rocks and do my happy dance. This was my first room of murder and I will always remember it fondly. I drag my slug dong across the room. I gotta let that go. I walk into a different room and I'm absolutely disgusted. It was just so messy. Do these people even clean? I open a door and get punched in the cheek by a robot. Then the robot steps on me and holds me down so Plastic Shit Man can be some kind of evil again.
You don't gotta worry about this one. It hasn't got anywhere near the fight its sister did.
I'm begging this guy to get more dimensions, or an extra arm on his face. We could call him Arm Face, and we could laugh at him even more. They get shot at by my new blue friend and run away. I finally see a big hole of light and sprint into it, and I am met with the beauty of the outside world. I beat up a flower and run towards my freedom in search of the other Navi. Are they Navi? I'm sorry, I can't remember. I'll just call them French carrots from now onwards. Because I arrive at a nearby fuel depot and hear a voice say,
"Over here, by the tree."
"Which tree, you f***ing carrot? We're in a jungle." I see the one called Solek being sad about his boo-boo shoulder and steal his bow.
You will need arrows. Wood in the underbrush is pliable. Simply focus your senses.
My senses?
Because he has no sense. This is why I bought my senses online, and with next day delivery, it was like no time at all. And there's your Solek, who spent the entire 24 hours rolling around in intense agony. What a rascal. I used my new senses to locate some plants and made some arrows. Then I cheered Solek up by doing my rave dance on him and punching him in the face. He told me to get something else I had already forgotten by the water, so I left and quickly heard the sounds of anger and killing. Some bastard had glued hammerhead sharks onto the bodies of hippos and they were fighting human men. One of them even came up to me and hit me up into a tree, so I shot him in the bottom cave with an arrow and did my happy dance. I grabbed a glowing plant ball and headed back to my shoulder ouchie man. But wait! There were soldiers and a robot here saying bad things.
Chopper's coming in for pickup. We'll take the blue for questioning.
I shot the robot in the glowing back bit, which made it shut up, and did my impressive sparkle moves on the other men.
Nearly got me!
Look at this guy! Ha 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 ha! He was no match for my mighty carrot might. I gave the plant ball to Solek, who shoved it into his armholes and felt lots better.
What should I do now?
Do. You must discover your own way, Sarentu. And until then, join the resistance.
So I then stood in the middle of nowhere staring into the world. Alone. For a while. Then I thought I should try to find the resistance base. What are they resisting? The classically evil humans? Athlete's foot? Forbidden love? Little turtle head kisses? After some climbing, I walked into the resistance base to see a woman silently talking to a door.
It is soundproof, Priya.
Sorry, filter got stuck. Jin thinks he's got it figured out now. Oh my gosh, another one. I am so glad you're here since, there's so few of you left. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Welcome to Resistance HQ. Right, sorry. Oh well, Nati Kamie. What?
That went well. They like you. Everything's fine.
But I didn't like her. Her house had too many pillows. Imagine the farts. Imagine the smell. I looked around and learned stuff, like places to craft and places to trade. I met with my childhood friends who told me they thought I was dead. The French carrot female also told us that we were left in our boxes for 16 years! This is why we now have the bodies of men and the minds of children! In my pocket, I continued looking around and discovered tiny rare creatures called good humans. They looked like bad humans but had this thing called empathy. They also had the subscribe button under this video clicked and had notifications turned on so they never missed more Moon Wizard videos. Isn't that nice? They did have bean bags though. Sure, they look fun, but imagine the farting, imagine the smell. I spoke to Raj, who had clothes on. Raj kindly gave me some free clothes. I felt like one of those model people with their souls trapped in the side of a bus. And look at my bum! You pervert. Stop looking at my bum. I met Alexander, who was an inventor and gave me some sort of gun.
Oh, we can test it. Can we? We can test it? That could be fun.
I unlocked the evil little shit from Toy Story, which upset me because I hate him. The tool I was given let me see wires and fix problems under the floor, which is cool, but I wanted to go outside again and do a wee in the water. As luck would have it, it was raining outside, so it was more like the world was doing a big wee-wee on me. Sorry. Child brain. Give me sugar.
There you are! Taylor said you made it out.
Another one of my friendships was excited to see me. This is because I'm really cool. They use their mouths to do that thing people do. Talking. I do talking sometimes. Sometimes people tell me to shut up, and then I don't.
Let's go see what Alma wants. Maybe it's something fun?
I hope she has a roller coaster.
Alma, we have a pollution spike close by. Like really close.
They're here.
I said I could go and tell them to piss off. Then I grabbed some supplies by the door and made some arrows that had the word grenade in them. This tickled my grin area, also my groin, but that may just have been the grass. I was now letting it dangle free after all. At night I was planning on creating dribble circles around the base and blaming the snails. Curse my giant blue genitalia. This would of course be after I get too excited with my long running legs and sprint off a mountain. I'll be fine. I just need a little rest. When the blood went back in and my bones jumped back into place, I tried again. Hearing boom booms in the distance, I knew what I had to do. And it was not running off of the mountain again. But if I did do it, I would definitely do a super lovely roll and survive. Curse my new blue legs. I arrived at the drilling site and jumped on a box, quickly jumping back off of the box once I saw the big robot on the other side. I used my first grenade arrow and whammer his bummer jammer. Then I put the rest to sleep. My super bow skills made short work of the aggressive, nasty people. Then I ran dramatically and terrifyingly towards the final survivor and kicked his face off his head. I put a circle in another circle, then punched something, which... Oh my wizard. How beautiful is this game? Then I shot some more stuff until the drill died and shut up. The air was cleaner now. You could probably bathe your children in it. I happily sprinted through the bushes and the trees with my carefree face on until some mushroom exploded and gave me blindness. Stupid f***ing mushroom. When my eyes came back, I delicately pulled some fruit from a plant and put it in my mouth. This healed me, and now I can finger paint again. I run up a big hill and see my friends getting excited at big plant that was probably harmless.
Do you think maybe it's poisonous?
So we grabbed the plant by the glowing purple-pink tentacles and made sex on them or something. Then I had a vision of a man who looked like he was wearing the intestines of a full cow. It was weird.
To survive on Pandora, you must learn to move like the waves.
He gave me the gift of flow, but I never wanted to rap, so why? Plants are green sometimes. Stick it in and you will find intestine boy who shocks your mind, making bonky with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Intestine boy is fine. Na 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 na. For intestine boy, he smells though. Okay, so what he actually did was give me some power of extra jumpy jump or something.
This is the way of the Sarentu. Our connection to the Great Mother.
What the fudge was going on in this place? The people were either too angry or too happy and the plants kept wiggling like sexy octopus. I used an ability point to make my muscles bigger, and is Firefly really that good of a show? I've never seen it, but people talk. It also has nothing to do with the video, so let's move on. I jumped off the big hill and belly slammed a pond. I was lucky that pond was there. I just like jumping off of things. I went back to Resistance House and the sugar-sniffing woman told me why she was helping us.
Pushing the RDA back where we can.
Yeah. They're gonna kill this place otherwise. Just like home.
Earth.
It's lost. Dying. Because we didn't fight for it when we had the chance. So now we're fighting for yours.
Oh no. This game is a political bull poopy, isn't it? Are they seriously trying to tell us that humans ruin the air so much with their big smoky machines the sky gets all hot and then the penguins die? Seriously? Am I actually expected to believe there is a big old bunch of rich and selfish human people that lie to the dumb people for shiny coins and golden toilets? I mean, honestly, it just sounds ridiculous. Ridiculous! I hate it when artists and those silly people on the internet make stuff political. How wicked of them. Anyway, I did a drive-by slidey bumtoot on the bumtoot cushions and ran outside again. I had to investigate something by the door, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to run up a mountain, so I did. Look at me run. I have good legs, would you agree? People are jealous of my good legs everywhere I go. That's because they're good legs for climbing mountains. I made it all the way to the high bits and then stepped in a fire to see if it hurt. It does. I jumped off the mountain because of course I did, but I just wanted to explore by myself for a while. Unfortunately, I couldn't yet, and the game soon teleported me back to the investigation area where I had to track down my friend for some reason I wasn't paying attention to. I studied some clues, then my blue face got the tingly feelings about smelling things. I'm weird. I know it. Turns out I had to climb the same bloody mountain I just jumped off of. When I got back to the campfire, Nora was there and said some stuff.
Why did the RDA come back?
They wanted more of Pandora. They always do.
Then we'll need to fight.
Then a tree blew up and Sugar Snort Naught Naught put words in my ears.
Can anyone hear me? Listen, Alma's got a problem over at our western camp.
Some metal birds flew towards the burning tree and now I would have to go there too. I would have less than 6 minutes or something bad would happen. I don't know what. Maybe the clouds would start hurling insults at us, like spitting on us and calling us little blue shit people. I didn't know what to expect when I got there. Perhaps we would have to violate another tree with our sex hairs before it got bored of our smell. Either way, I made my way there as fast as I wanted to. Watch me run now and kill big metal people and small not metal people along the way. When I finally got there, people were all sad and told me to be wary of incoming soldiers. I laid some traps with my new trap thing and watched as they stepped on them and made a boom happen. The men kept coming for a while, so I just killed them. I was supposed to do this. I'm not a monster. I ran to another nearby building for medical supplies to aid our dying person and found an assault rifle in a box. Then I was saved by a new French carrot on a dragon made of paper mache and burnt noodles. Then I used my new assault rifle to hurt a metal people bird. And then I climbed up a tree to escape dying from bullets, and then the tree bit me and I fell asleep for a while. It was fine. I woke up later and I killed everyone. I even scared some little man and made him walk into my exploding stone. Silly little idiot. The paper dragon woman appeared and told me I was very special.
You are very brave. That was amazing. The way you took out that thing. Thank you.
Wait. You have the mark. You are Sarentu. My father said your clan disappeared years ago. We thought you were dead.
She steals my human and f***s off into the sky. I ate a biscuit. It was a nice biscuit. It was a dark chocolate biscuit with raspberry bits in it. I will buy these biscuits again. Anyway, I ran towards a big tree and let people marvel at my greatness.
Look, a real Sarentu.
Running closer to the big tree, I was met by aggressive and confused people.
I've not seen your kind before. What clan are you?
They look odd.
What's that on your face?
Then some woman was actually nice to me and told me I was welcome.
Let me take the Sarentu. The poor child knows nothing of our ways.
She introduced me to a woman who liked to weave things and a cook who probably hates her.
Relun!
Seriously, if she said my name like that every time, I would squeeze her into a tiny toaster and turn it on until she was crispy. Then she took me to another individual and they made fun of my clothes, but I just wanted them to shut up and make me sparkle.
Pitiful.
They told me to find a hunter nearby who can teach me to do the hunting. Good. Get away from me. Mean people. Instead, I ran away into the north because I wanted to explore and find another one of those plants that I could put my sex into and have a vision man in intestines give me special abilities. Along the way, I also f***ed up another plant. Oh, and I also came across a drilling area and shot people and kicked them in the face and pulled livers until explosions happen. You're welcome. Life is saved. The greenery has returned. Or, at least I thought so until I stumbled into a place where the color was stolen. And the life was silent.
Avoid that place if you wish to live.
Okay, I will try to keep away from it for now.
So I ran closer to investigate. The walls were tall and the smell was terrible. But that was just because I hadn't showered yet. And I like to flop in mud like a fish in the garden every morning. The neighbors, they know to stay away. Unable to find an opening into this house of evil, I opted to run away back into the forest and towards my original destination, which just so happened to be on top of a very big dead tree that I was unable to climb. Stupid trees. Why would they? Perhaps one day I could steal a plane or one of those dragons made of foreskin and rope. For now though, this was a wasted journey. I love those. Reluctantly, I found the hunter in the woods, staring at the belly of a dead beast. I spoke to him and he said lots of stuff about how he flies on the back of his foreskin dragon really fast in the skies, which excited me as maybe I can get my own foreskin soon too. He gave me a heavy bow and told me to practice on the drawing of a beast. I hit it easily, and then he told me my next instruction.
Come.
But I had only just met him, and I was shy. He said some more stuff and was bewildered when I didn't understand.
My thanks?
Are you serious? What kind of life have you lived?
I was kidnapped by humans as a child and raised in a metal prison. You insensitive Togu.
Each time you hunt, you must take a life, and so you must thank your sister or brother for their gifts as they return to the Great Mother.
He was basically just telling me to say thank you every time I killed something. But the more I worry about that, the less faces I can peel off, so this idiot understands nothing of efficiency. He wanted me to hunt a stern beast. To do this, I had to check my brain Google and look at its dumb face. I analyzed its armor and weak points and then cross-referenced it with the map where I learned I could find it in the Bamboo Grove biome, so that's where I headed. Look at me, learning how to kill the innocent. When I got to the area, I followed a glowing yellow trail of their smell, which led me to a herd of them by the river. They ran from me, but I shot them in the dangly bits with arrows until one fell over and felt pain. Then I said that bullshit thank you.
I see you. Your spirit goes to Awa, and your body stays to become part of the people.
The creature didn't even thank me back, though. What a dick. I punched it in the face to teach it a lesson, then hunted down and killed the rest of the herd so they wouldn't feel sad. Am I doing empathy yet?
Have some meat from my hunt?
I returned to the woman who bullied me and then she laughed at me again. I asked what the f was up with her big tree and she said something I forgot to listen to.
Now pay attention.
I think she told me to craft new gear from the corpse bits of the beast I murdered, so I just did that. Brilliant. Now I smell like the rotting does. She then told me to find someone and wow them with my mixed colors and fancy dead flesh socks. I ran around for what felt like bloody days looking for the man. The navigation in this game was tricky and confusing. Oh, just follow the glowing light, you say? Easy for you to say, sat there with your brain and your arrogance. When I eventually found the man, he was happy.
Now you look more like the silent who we remember.
And then he was angry.
Did you see her die? Have you seen Awa's light leave someone you love? And yet you goad us, desperate for a fight.
This was an emotional whirlwind.
Be careful, my Auntu.
I wasn't trying to anger him.
My next objective was to climb to the top of the tree, but they had no elevators and my feet hurt. It was just to talk to some woman who liked moths.
Itu, where is he? Your father is asking for him. He's not back?
And then I had to go and find somebody again. This game is essentially like finding that tall skinny man in the red and white who hides behind elephants and trees in the land of paper. Maybe.
The sky people creep ever closer, so we push back.
A woman told me that a group went out to look at the sky people, but the guy who taught me hunting never came back. I said I'd go because I wanted an excuse to run fast and jump off cliffs and have my fall softened by big leaves slapping me in the face and the knees. Not far away, I ran into some humans, of course, and baffled them with arrows and bullets and dying. I walked into a cave and put my detective hat on by looking at broken stuff and blood markings. Then I followed a smell towards an area with lots of fire and lots of RDA bad men shooting at a circling flying dragon beast. I jumped right into the action with no plan because I am an idiot. Fortunately, I'm an idiot with a smart brain, so I did pretty good. Big idiot, smart, stupid brain took out lots of human bad boys and girls. I even shot down a helicopter with a bow and an arrow which exploded and went boom, whoosh, and stuff. I kicked the final man in his face, then ran over to rescue Itu, who was trapped in a crashed metal bird. The door would not open, so I had to do a fiddle and a piddle with the electrics. This included calming down his foreskin dragon who was doing a hump on top of the metal. Then I pushed some buttons and had mini orgasms.
Yes!
Then the door opened and my hunting master came back into my arms. Or at least, I dreamed. In reality, I was shot at by a metal bird which made me fall into the same trap I was trying to rescue Itu from.
This metal bird is a trap! I'm sorry! I was trying to let you out!
Oh, my God. Have I been speaking like the Avatar people all this time? What am I? I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba da. He shrieked like some old woman shrieks. He was clearly out of his f***ing mind. I had to get out of here before he ate me. Fortunately, I was the dumbest smart person I knew. I started a fire and then made a circle go into another circle, which opened a hole we fell into and escaped. On the outside, he made more noises like an elderly woman does when she traps her fingers in the door of a car, and then told me I needed to find his flying friend because they had bonded.
You have not bonded, Sarentu. You do not know how it is.
Tell me.
A bond like no other.
I hope to have a bond like you and Zome one day.
And so I did, because being around the surface of this moon for a few days now, I had learned there were no trains or buses. I need to fly to get around better. My feet really hurt. I tracked the beast's smell and discovered her dying softly on the ground. Itu was sad and said sad words.
We have to go home, Zome. You have to fight, so we can go home together. You are not fighting. You are supposed to. Do not leave me.
This was sad. This was really sad. Because I wanted his dragon and now I wouldn't get it. Fudging shit and eggs.
I'll give you some time alone.
I hoped he wouldn't fuck it. These people like to fuck things. I ran back to the big tree and the guy who got angry at me earlier apologized for being angry because his wife died and he hates fighting. Then he got angry at me again because he didn't want to do fighting. Even though I told him he should do the fighting before the metal people in the sky do a wee in his turtle. The woman who bullies me and that other one told me I needed to get some nectar from a swamp so I can let something stab me and be better. I'm not sure what they're on about, but it's worked out well so far, so I ran towards the swamp. To my sorrow, the color in the swamp was stolen. Those naughty RDA people had set up a smelly place nearby which was polluting everything. I was unable to harvest my nectar that would get me stabbed until I shut them down. Their place was huge though. Dare I say, double huge. There were big metal people everywhere and fighting them would prove difficult. Dare I say, double difficult. I decided this one would require a stealthy approach. A tactic I had yet to employ as it was easy enough to just shoot people with arrows until they shut up. Of course, I did shoot some people with arrows, but only the ones not made of metal. Then I crawled around and pulled levers and wheels and made booms happen. I wasn't spotted once. Does this amaze you? Me, successfully sneaking. I've come so far. I shut down the entire operation with booms and fire and watched the color return to the plants in an instant. Almost like they were just faking it the whole time. I grabbed my nectar and approached a glowing tree. I held hands with these people as they did a humming and a big moth put his spiky bit into me and hurt me. Suddenly, I was a moth. This was not the first time I had been a moth. Every first Saturday of the month I dress up as a giant moth and throw myself at streetlights and cars in the nighttime streets. So far I've been beaten up 279 times and have 14 wallets. As I fly through the mind of this moth, I understand its thoughts. That's how moths sound.
A wave of energy. It's closing the flowers that they feed on.
Basically, the humans keep using balloons to scream at the moths, and now the moths are sad because their flowers don't open.
Then you must fly with us, but you'll need an ikran.
Finally! Give me my wings!
It is time for you to soar, my Aundu.
I skipped excitedly through the fields, getting blown up by mushrooms and enduring knock-knock jokes.
Knock, knock.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there? I know it's you, though.
No, just play along.
Who's there?
Water. Now you say water who?
Water who?
Water, you doing telling jokes. Don't you have more important things to do? Did you cut out?
Oh, if I died, it wouldn't be so bad. I got to the nesting grounds and met my people there. Mr. Hunter gave me something he used to bond with his now deceased flying friend. That was very sweet of him, but very disgusting. What is wrong with him? I can still smell it. I began my climb, accompanied by my adult legs and big leaves that flung me face first into rocks. I was so high up it was breathtaking. One wrong move and I would be blue jelly, and that weird woman who won't leave me alone would slurp me up with a straw so I could never leave her. I touched plants which increased my health permanently, and I found a trampoline. This was the best day. As I continue my ascension into the clouds, I run into Mr. Hunter face. He tells me words. Then I slowly approach my ikran.
Whoa! Easy there.
I said as it barely flinched. Then it flew away. Perhaps sensing that I had only just realized they have nothing to do with foreskin that can fly.
She is just teasing. Be strong.
Naughty little thing. As I continued running, I began to think. If I still have the mind of a child, should I really be bonking this creature? Also, am I misunderstanding the situation? I threw my icky sex rope around my target's mouth and watched as it flew away again. Understandably, you can't just be going around flinging sex rope at dragon creatures on mountains. I climbed further until I found the beast. I calmly approached and laid my hands on her skull and face. She was calmer now, too. I took my friend's sticky rope off her head and connected my purple worm plug with her.
Now name her.
This was a gentle and tender moment immediately ruined by that idiot shouting at us, but fine.
I think I'll call you... Carol.
Yes, I called her Carol. And if you think Carol is a weird name for a creature such as this, I agree. But it's just good that I wasn't able to come up with something myself. I don't think Mrs. Hero Dick on Wheels would have been much better.
How do I...
E2 pushed me off of the mountain and expected Carol to catch me in a beautiful moment of bonding and connection. Instead, I did a splat on the ground because Carol is deaf. Fortunately, I have a good face, so I woke up and jumped off in my own damn time and warned Carol ahead of time.
Yes! We did it, girl! You did it!
We had a lovely time flying through the air, swallowing bugs in my mouth and getting cold lips. I even fed Carol some mystery meat I kept in my pocket, flaps? I was now pregnant, I think. I still don't really understand what is happening. I flew up to a floating rock and met that woman, that one who wore the purple. She told me about her childhood memories of her mother as our flying friends played in the sky.
My mother saw how their hearts are ruled by ignorance and greed. She stood up and was cut down, dying with sky people metal inside her. We did not want war, but they have made us warriors.
Then she jumped off into the sky like some elderly woman who fell into a garden shed and flew away. I jumped off too, but without the old woman's scream. It's not needed. It was time to pop some balloons and make the children cry. I landed Carol and I on top and started putting my circles in other circles before I was quickly attacked by bullets. I hopped back on Carol and flew around, avoiding their anger. It didn't take me long to realize they were stupid. If I just stayed slightly above them, I could shoot them slowly with arrows until they turned into fire and screaming. Those silly, silly boys. I landed back on the balloon and shot a red thing which made more booms happen. As I fell through the air awaiting Carol's sweet rescue, I was treated to the exciting sounds of my friends who were ecstatic that I killed a balloon and saved the world. Truly, I was a hero. And this game was finally starting to open up and click. It was beautiful and had heartwarming moments with characters who cuddled dead things before and after they did a sex with them. Overall, I would give my experience in this game so far a solid 7 moons and not the kind that has my bum out. Hello. I'm talking to you now, again, but like after video talking. Please subscribe and leave likes, that'd be really cool. Share the video would be the best thing you could possibly do. Let's grow this channel and make me really rich. That would help the world a lot. I'm blue and I'm a child, help me. Moon Wizard bless you, goodbye.